Creating your assignments in Schoology is not just beneficial for your students, it's also beneficial for you. Anything that you create will show up here on the right-hand side of your students' main pages. It'll also show up at the top here in the calendar. Everything that has been assigned in Schoology or everything that is upcoming will show up in the student's calendar. If we go back to our class, let's add an assignment. First, go to Materials. Then under Add Materials, you have a lot of options here. This is where you're going to add your assignment. You also have discussions, assessments, or even media albums. When we select Add Assignment, it'll bring us a pop-up box. Now we want to give our assignment a name. Let's call this one the assignment for our video. A title is very important so students know what they're working on. Next, let's add a description. Here are my materials and instructions. Here I would give all the instructions to my students and anything else I would need them to have. When I highlight the text, I can format it using all of these options at the top, similar to Microsoft Word. In addition to formatting, I can insert content here. I can insert an equation if I have a math problem, or I can pull an image or media directly from my computer or from the web. If I choose from the web and add media, I can add a link or embed something directly into my assignment. I also have spell check and formatting options on the right here, or I can insert a table. At the bottom, I have upload a file from my computer, insert a link for my students, or I can pull directly from my Schoology resources. Another option is to add an audio or video recording of yourself. All of these will be available right in the assignment for students. If you have added OneDrive assignments through the App Store, you can select that in your assignment builder, and you can see here that anything that's in my OneDrive, I can attach for students to complete. When I attach it, that'll create a copy for each student to be able to edit and turn into me. This is great if I have a OneDrive assignment, like a Microsoft Word prompt, that I want to start. I also have an annotation feature, where I can take anything like a PDF or even another Microsoft Word document and attach it for my students. Now they can write on it, draw on it, highlight it, whatever they need to do. After I've given my instructions and provided my materials, I want to make sure that I add a due date. I can change the date and the time for when this is due. This will not close the assignment, simply tell students when it should be completed by. Next, I want to add the point value and provide a category. Perhaps this is homework or a journal entry. If I type in this box, I can create a new category. This helps me keep my gradebook organized. The period that this assignment is assigned to should show up automatically as quarter 1, quarter 2. Since I'm working in a sandbox, I don't have one. If it's not there, you can change it for the next marking period or previous one. I also want to provide a factor. This is in case I want to weight my assignment. I also have sync to SIS. That will allow this assignment to go into my PowerSchool gradebook. I have options when it comes to grading, such as numeric for numbers. I could do a plus minus, either they did it or they didn't, or if I've created a rubric, I can attach one here. This essay rubric that I've attached, I can choose this box on the right and view it, or I could edit it. Here I can add criteria or grading scale, or even attach learning objectives to my assignment. That makes it really easy to grade and provide feedback instantly for students. I highly recommend this. If I go back to a numeric scale and I still want to keep track of what standards or skills my students are working on, I can choose Align Learning Objectives. I recommend using state standards, choosing your state, and then using assessment anchors. Now I select my subject and my grade level, and I can choose the standard that I want to attach to this assignment. This is very helpful for my gradebook and my mastery a little bit later. It allows me to track students based on what skills I want them to learn and how they're doing. Once I've attached the learning objective, it shows up here at the bottom. Then I have an option if I want to individually assign this. So maybe I only want a small group of my students to do this assignment. Choose Individually Assign at the bottom. In addition to individually assigning, I can lock my assignment. I can turn off submissions to not allow students to turn the work in late. I can hide this from students until I'm ready to publish it. I can see my grade statistics or turn on or off comments. I can even copy this to another one of my courses, so I only have to make the assignment once. Once I have my assignment set up the way I want it, I choose Create, and it will automatically go onto my Schoology page, here in my materials. You can see the standard, the title, and the due date. Now, on the right-hand side, you see that I have this assignment already due as an upcoming thing for next Thursday. Students will also have this show up on their page, so whether they start in updates or materials, it'll always be here on the right-hand side. That helps students track what they should be working on. At any time, they can click the assignment, and here are all of my instructions, my due date, and anything that I've attached. This is the teacher version. Students will have an option to jump right into the annotation file. In the teacher version, I can view submissions, edit my grades, view statistics, or if I want to click, I can view on the PDF that I've attached here, so I can make sure that my assignment is exactly what I want it to be. I can also answer or leave comments for students. When you've created your assignment in Schoology and given it a due date, you'll see that it automatically gets input right here into your gradebook. So any grades that are put in will be uploaded to your gradebook for you.